game sucks for killers. So I'm just going to choose randomly here a few things, because I discovered none of these really matter. Okay. I also do this because every time I broadcast something that says this game sucks, somehow, miraculously, these guys put me against some easy people. So let's see if they'll do it again. So let's go to our perks, okay? All these, this one here, no one escapes alive. This is supposed to allow me to hit one person, or one of the people, all of them, one time and they're down on the ground. It doesn't work. You know why? Because they'll find the totem, they'll wreck it. So just pretend you don't even have that, because it's not going to work. It's a thing to benefit the survivors again. All these things. I've just chosen a few of them. I think maybe Whispers. I can't understand him. I hear or I mean, I suppose if you listen close enough, it seems like maybe he's saying yes or something. If you're heading the right direction, and no, I've never once had this thing be accurate on where people actually are. So they'll have you increase this, okay? But this is the problem with the perks you have with, or the add-ons you have with the killers as well. There's never just a really good kill. I mean, this increases your movement speed while you're stalking. Considerably? No, it doesn't considerably. It just improves it. Not considerably. I'd say moderate to slightly, but it's not considerable. But there's always a trade-off when you're giving add-ons to for the killers. First of all, like this one, Vanity Mirror. Evil within 2 reveals survivors' auras when you're stuck within 16 meters. Well, that sounds like an advantage. It does. So what's the trade-off here? Well, if you look lower, it makes you slower, for one. And then you can't go past tier 2 to 3. So there's your trades off. This is how they do this. They may help you to some degree, but they're going to screw you over in another one. Okay, they don't have just a good add-on. Now this one might, I'm going to try it, because once you hook people, once they get off on there again, you can go ahead and just kill them. I find this handy usually early on, because I think it's easier to monitor 3 people or 2 people rather than 4. So I'm going to add it on there. All these are the same thing. I mean, you can get these little things. Oh, they'll give us extra points. Let's see, we're looking through them there, we're waiting. So you can get devious points, blood points, things like that. Okay. But anything that's going to help you, forget it. I'm start with Michael Myers here. Because I like him. The thing is, he starts off at tier 1. He's like he's dragging a freaking plow. He is so slow. You can't keep up with you. They'll just simply outrun you. Okay, but if you can monitor them or stalk them, then you might be able to get to tier 2. Then you can kind of keep up with them. Now these have 2 flashlights. What they'll do is they'll shine them in my eyes. Then I try to pick somebody up, which makes me drop them. It doesn't make me just drop them and free them. It stuns me to the point where it takes you so long to recover that these guys are halfway across the compound before you start recovering. So they're gone. So you just have people, everyone has a flashlight. And the problem with that, I think, is the fact that when you knock somebody down, yeah, everyone will say, oh, look around to make sure nobody's there. But what are you going to do? Just chase them? Or leave them on the ground? I guess you could. But you're so slow that you won't be able to catch the people to get rid of them. They'll just run around circles. And you're so lethargic picking these things up. And it's not a quick movement. You bend over to pick the survivor up to throw him over your shoulder. When you do that, it's so slow that everybody has way more time than they need to get exactly in front of you to shine your light in your eyes. Which, like I said, makes you drop them. Now, some of these, not just this, okay? Now, here's a pretty typical example of what I call bullshit map. This stuff is so thick, you cannot see anybody. The only thing that I have going for me is I'm supposed to be able to spot people while I'm stalking within 16 meters, I believe it is. But when you're chasing people down, believe me, I'll lose all of them. This is so simple here for a survivor. Why don't they just start the generators for them? You know, why make them a challenge for them? So these guys already have it into there. And I can sit back and hopefully stalk this person. You see him in white there. Yeah, wait, now I'm at level 2. And he hears that music, so they'll take off running here. I'm going to try to sneak up on him so he got it. But see, it's not like I'm really super fast at this. And you don't knock them down first shot. You have to hit them twice. Look how far ahead he is now. Now this is, I would describe this as luck, to be honest with you. I'm just going to put him up here. Odds are, Michael Myers doesn't have the strength apparently to carry that bag very far. You only have a matter of seconds in order to get them to a hook. He's already off the hook. Either by himself or someone else helped him off of it. And you can see how slow it takes, or how long it takes to catch him. And this is me doing, you know, live think. Shit, I didn't even scare him. I mean, shouldn't Michael Myers make... Actually, yeah. See, there's a flashlight. So you know what? Since they have the flashlight, I'd just hang them on a hook normally, but no. I'm not going to take a chance of losing them. So I hope they're happy. So, of course, everybody else is long gone. Why? Because they run a lot faster than I can. And like I say, this is not a typical group. This group is probably, well, yeah, oh, suddenly she has a burst of speed, huh? she'll just simply keep jumping through stuff. Who knows that she can keep ahead of me and actually outdistance me, and I'll never catch her. So she just continues doing this. And she knows it. I can hope that I outguess her, thinking, oh, she's going to go through here. And sometimes that'll work. He wants to throw his pallet from me. The only thing the pallets are good for, see, me personally, I think nothing they're good for, but, and that's how far those things shine. Yes, she's even wanting me to chase her. Now, I'm supposed to be able to see people, and oh, now I do. See, she can see me, so I don't know why this is an advantage. So basically, it makes me sure turns equal. She'll just keep doing this all night. So if you make this game, if you're one of the makers of this game, I just like to say thank you, because you made this game so one-sided for these guys that, you know, it's just supposed to be fun for us because we don't have a prayer. Another flashlight. Alright. Okay, she just runs off. But she wants me to chase her because she knows she can keep doing this. So, if you make this game, if you're a maker of the game, this should be a warning to you. Why would these people be afraid of you? They should be afraid of the killers. They're not. Now see, I'll get here, one of her friends will push this pallet on me. See how slow that was? Did you see how slow it was for me to get her up? That's when people who have flashlights come. Now, these assholes will sit there and they'll complain to me about, oh, don't camp. You know how long it took me to get her? Do you see how long that took me to get her? And she'll just eat up the rest of the talk game just standing here like this, because she knows somebody will be around. Do you know why they don't fear me? Because I'll get one shot on them, and that's it. I have to have 2 shots to knock them down. So they know they can come in, boom, I hit them, but then I'm stunned. They can lift her off the hook, and boom, they're both gone before there's any way that I can hit them again. So what am I going to do? Well, I guess the only thing I can do as a, you know, killer is to hang out and hope that someone tries to rescue her. I mean, that could be anywhere. Watch. And she got away. And I'm just gonna kill her, otherwise I won't get any kills. So strategy, you know, I mean, this really ticks survivors off. You know why? Because they're used to getting their way. They're used to surviving everything. That's why you have so many of them that are supposed to be, you know, level 2. Well, they're not really level 3, 2, or 1 because they're so dang good. They just have nothing to worry about because they put the killers at such a disadvantage that you could be a freaking blind baboon and still outplay a killer. Because there's nothing we can do. I mean, that... Oh, hey. Entity is displeased. I killed 2 of them. And we have big... They say, oh, well, they're just really good. Well, explain then why number 4 was killed. I mean, I was the best player in the group, and I killed him. It doesn't matter. All these perks that they tell them, I mean, the only perks, I can't get rid of any of these, can I? There's nothing for me to go in and knock their perks down. I can't go and find a totem and break this, can I? I can't go find something and say, okay, he doesn't have this anymore. He doesn't have this anymore. He doesn't have this anymore. Well, guess what? All these, every single one of these guys can break. And then you don't have that power anymore. Yeah, I wonder if this, I mean, it's, to some degree, there could be a possibility that this is getting bad, like Battlefront did, where, you know, it's so full of people who have hacked into the system that you really can't play it anymore. I mean, I used to love to play Battlefront, but I found that, especially in the evening, I'm not sure how it is, but I haven't played it for a while. But in the evenings, there was nothing but people hacked that hacked in. And, you know, they get it where they couldn't die, things like that. It just wasn't really fun when you play against people who are supposed to be, you know, on equal footing and that's enjoyable. I just find I just got tired of it. I'll probably do the same with this one. After I get another game, a different game probably. Considerably increases movement speed while stalking. Yep. It does not. Okay, there's nothing that's going to really benefit me. Here, let's see. Oh, we'll get one of one chest. That'll show them. Let's see what he's put up there. I mean, overall, I know that maybe as little as I've played this, I mean, comparably with other people who have played, 2 kills probably is what the makers are expecting you to do, but that's luck. I mean, that is just... these guys have such an advantage over it, it's not even funny. I would have been... I don't think it'd be much of a game if I started playing Survivor again, and it just... I mean, you can start off, first of all, as everybody knows, they're all dressed, notice the pattern here, right? Dark clothes, dark clothes, dark clothes, dark clothes. So they're already camouflaged. So they're going to be hard to see. Okay, I get it. So, I guess my point is that giving them more and more. Oh, that's not bad. Let's give them new outfits to camouflage them. Oh, let's give them flashlight. Oh, here's a map where they know where your totems are, or the generators are. So they can go and get more advantage. you know, I'm sure they look at it differently as maybe the makers because they want people to play and people don't want to get killed ever, which I get it, that's fine, but you know, that's why I'm saying that they come from the point of view of the survivor, not the killer, because they just make sure that it's skewed towards surviving. How many times do you have to be on a hook to die? 3. 3 times. Now, true, if you have absolutely no friends and nobody likes you in the game, I hook you once, people may not come rescue you. So if your character's unable to get themselves off, and some aren't as apt to do that as others, then yeah, you might have a slim chance of not surviving. However, even people who have never met you before are just about always going to help you. What the heck? It wouldn't put her on the hook. Is this a new hack or what? That's weird. Yes, I know. I'm at the pallet. Go ahead and drop it. Yeah, I don't know where she went. She disappeared though. Oh, she's right there. Did she just give up? That's what I'd recommend. Just give up. Okay, people. I'm not guarding. I'm not camping. Don't worry, people. She'll get rescued. They always get rescued. And there she's rescued. I guess she's this close, we might as well drop her again. I figure if I could put people on there more than once, I have an increased chance of getting a kill. And yes, people frown upon that, but I'm going for the easiest kill. I mean, have you ever set these unwritten rules for, you know, it's like, oh, go sit here and camp. Okay, well, have you heard any unwritten rules for the survivors? Because I haven't. You know, they don't say, well, no, don't run your fastest. She wouldn't even give me that. See, I think stuff like that, you know why I was able to do that? Because survivors have lost their fear. I mean, seriously? You have a freaking killer in the area, but they know that things are so skewed for them that it doesn't even bother them. He just got off a hook. I hit him, and that didn't even hurt him. Oh, run the pallet. Good boy. You don't have a flashlight to shine in my face? Oh, what a shame. She probably isn't sure as she thinks she is. She's just probably here to run me into the ground. Mm-hmm. Right. I'm a pessimist in this gun. I am a pessimist with a gun. Well, I guess it's a knife, but you know what I'm saying. Go ahead and tear yourself off. There you go. That should just killed you. Let's just let you get let off. As well. Wow. It's pretty amazing he disappeared like that. I mean, I don't see any blood. He just got off a freaking hook. And they disappeared like that. Oh, the guy working on that. That's probably him already. I saw someone over this other spot. There she is. The reason is this is one who's been trying to get me to chase her, so I usually don't. Why? Because sometimes they'll pick people to do that. Really? Can you imagine how fast he is compared to Michael Myers? It's like chasing freaking Quasimodo. Yeah, throw your pallet. I wasn't even close to the pallet, and he still gave it to him. Oh, look how fast he's running suddenly. Seriously. I mean, that's pretty amazing. And now you know why we camp. So if you are playing this game as a killer, people give you guff, trust me, even if you don't camp. These survivors are a bunch of spoiled little brats who are used to winning, and they cry, and even if you're not camping, they're going to accuse you of camping. But they open the gates now, or so, you know. I got them all on hooks at least, what, 1 or 2 times, 3 times. 2 times, you know, 1 time, 2 times, who knows. I know this is the gate, one of them. They're not interested. I can only hope that one might try to be brave and rescue one, like another one, but otherwise I will have to be like see how slow I am compared to them. Look how fast they are. And don't tell me this is equal speed, because no, the killers are not faster. Those guys sprinting out of there faster than I get a parade took on. So, and you know, part of it too is the fact that you can't rub it into them. I mean, it's not like I can teabag, but they can. You know, it's adds to the misery of this game, which we just can't get enough of, can we? See what worthless things we can put on here. Yeah, I don't know why they gave this, like, this is no longer available to you, loser. Yeah, we could switch people. Let me see. There's the gunslinger. Death Slinger, excuse me. Yeah. He has the ability to no. I saw the apostrophe around that. I was just wondering what it was, but you see it? This whole crap. So let's start out here. What do we got? Well, you have Claudette who can heal herself. Another Claudette who just heal herself. Plus she has a first aid kit. Okay, whatever. So I'm kind of in the process trying to figure out what type of game I want to play to replace Dead by Daylight until they get their act together, because it used to be kind of fun. I mean, what happened if you play with a survivor, the reason I started playing as a killer is because as a survivor you had to sit there and wait forever for a game, even though there's 4 of you. You would think that you get a lot of games. I understand why you have to wait for games for a long time now, because it's a hard time finding killers. Why? Because they're tired of this stuff. And it's just gotten worse. So this guy doesn't see auras, he doesn't get any just random luck, really. But I do have a harpoon gun, which when it says I got somebody, then I got somebody, although I have seen the harpoon go past right through somebody and it, for some reason didn't do anything to them. Stop dancing around. Seriously? She realized I'm the killer, right? Oh, here's a flashlight, see? Already trying to shine it in my eyes. And okay, so a hook. Walk over here about a football field away. Find one. Trust me, we lucked out getting her this guy's flashlight. I think I might try to get the flashlight today. I don't like flashlights. People who have flashlights in this game need to die. That should be an unwritten rule, not no camping, no tunneling, you picking on me. The unwritten rule should be stuff like this. You get a flashlight, you go. Yeah, I see her there. Everybody wants to protect his gum. Give him his dang flashlight. Well, I will tell you this, if I get a chance, I will be ending that flashlight guy. Oh, look. Another pallet. This guy has lots of friends. They're trying to protect him. Might as well get rid of the pallet because we'll face it eventually. See, now, if I was full of crap, these people would be fearing me. They would be going, I want nothing to do with this killer. But see, I am not full of crap. They do not fear you. They run right in and see to help these people. They know you're not really as big a threat as you'd like to pretend you are. You just made this game docile. Beta, I guess. I don't know what else to call it. Now, a good thing about that is now that they've rescued the guy with the flashlight yet again, the second time, this last time I get him on a hook, he's going to be gone. And that makes me happy. If I'm the killer and you have a flashlight, let it be known that I will come and I will kill you. Decisive strike. Oh, see, yet another thing to help them. This is a perfect example of where they are going wrong with this thing. Yeah. He's not going in there. Now, if you notice, pretty much everyone's healed up. And since this character heal, he has the harpoon gun, he has no way of really tracking where it is, does it? It's about time you figured things out. They already got all their stuff done. And you don't have one single kill. How'd that taste? This is so much fun as a killer. I can't wait to play again. Is that what they're expecting us to say? Took me forever to get over here. Oh my gosh, she must have tripped and fell down. You know, I guess, well, hopefully we'll get one kill. The makers of this game probably feel I should be happy with that. Yeah, oh, now it's going to come on there. I mean, this... I think it's time. Take your time. The one good thing you can do is aim your gun and get it all situated. That way when you press your L2 that shoot gun side, it goes right to where you want it to. This is about where someone would be if they went. But right now they're just going destroying all my totems. But I'm just going to be happy with one kill. I got him twice, and it didn't kill him. This is the bullshit we have to put up with those killers. I hit him once with the harpoon. You saw me. He got off. He wouldn't go back in. I shot him again and pulled him in, and it still didn't go. That's 2 hits, and he wasn't down on the ground. Why? Why? Answer me that, would you? Do me a favor and answer those freaking questions if you have any say in this game. Because wow. How pathetic is that? You know, really, if there's any way you could get someone who can get a decisive hit, and that's one thing I really liked about, you know, the Michael Myers. There is a add-on, which is rarely given to you. It's hard to get on there, but when you put it on, once you reach tier 3, it gives you unlimited tier 3, which means you hit one person, they're down, and that's it. That never goes away. They can't destroy your totems to take it away. And there's 2 things about that. One is the fact that I'm gonna try to it takes forever to get up to tier 3 with that. And actually, when you're inside the gateway, I've had 2 times when I'm supposed to have that ability to hit people down, and I was doing it just seconds prior to that, but they all got away. Even though I hit them, they never went down. And just like this game here. So I don't know if it's a hack or just the people who make the game are just not, you know, they don't really care. Yeah, this says that the people suffer blindness when you go through it. I'll tell you, give you a hint here. No, they don't. I've played this one, oh, how many times? A couple. And I think probably 9 times, we'll say 9 times. I've seen people go through the traps and supposed to be struck with blindness. And out of the probably, well, actually it's probably been more than that. It's probably been, oh heavens, we'll say 25, 30 times. And I've probably seen 2 people that I could tell, oh, they can't see where they're going. So, either once again, they are not helping the killers, and they just give these guys some extra stuff so they don't have to die. I don't know. Not to mention they give you crap for, oh man. So the add-on, I guess what I'm saying is the add-ons do not add up to what they're claiming it does, to me. So. And they promise stuff, but I can't even say that people seem that slowed down by the snares. Certainly they're not hindered that much. They run right through them. And maybe as a survivor it feels that way, but looking at it from the killer's perspective, they don't slow down much. See, so you notice the difference in our cooling, right? Nice dark, dark, dark camouflage coats that these guys get to wear. Hey, what did they put the killer in? A freaking red and black stripe sweater. You want me to be, you want to be able to see me, right? Yeah, Michael Myers is in a blue one, but he also has a great big white mask on that stands out pretty easy. I don't think there's probably any killers I can think of offhand that are camouflaged. Desslinger, darker, but has all that white hair. You know what? They put this bright white hair on these guys. I can see them better. So we have 4 people, and they have twins, so this should be interesting. Now, one thing about laying the snares down and what I use them for mostly, it's not really going to help you that much to catch people. It just doesn't. I don't care. They can say it's a snare. It's not. I haven't seen people being struck with blindness but twice out of 25, 30 times that I can tell. One thing it does do is when you lay it down, people who run over it, it kind of alerts to where they're at. It's almost like an aura, so I can keep track of people. But there is a time limit. If you lay it down after a few minutes, it just doesn't work. People are walking all over. It doesn't even go off. It's just a blob of paint on the ground. So generally with him, what I'll try to do is, I know people just love to go in here. They do. Usually there's an engine right through here, but not now. So sometimes they'll put stuff in doorways, windows, especially windows. You know? They will use windows. As a survivor, that's basically what your job is to run around and try to throw pallets in front of you. You're gonna be a loser. Good thing you weren't any further away. Alright. Well, your friends are pretty busy over here. They're doing that because they want to go over here and help rescue him. Oh, he's already rescued. That's funny. They have the ability to stop bleeding pretty quickly now. It used to be that these guys would leave better blood trails, I think. but that's not the case anymore. Plus, they have an amazing ability not to cry out anymore, unless you're like right next to them. If you're right next to them, then yeah, you can hear them. It used to be we relied on our ears a lot as killers. At least I did. That is probably, a big thing. So you hit him. I was on the other side of that. Now see. Here you go. I'm so glad she showed up because it's a perfect example of what's wrong. I was on the other side of that. She shouldn't be able to block me on this side of it. But, of course, they're going to. So, of course, you only have 2 generators left. You can only hope that you can. This is why we can't. This is why we can't. Now, if you have any say in this game, you can see how frustrating it is. Now, I'm staying my ass right here. I haven't had 1 kill. These guys are so hard to knock down because I can't just knock them down and kill them. I can't do anything to them. They just hang there. Now, if I go off, she'll probably get herself off. If I really want to be that way, I'll just be like this. So. I put that in there. You see how it didn't do anything to her? So my snares apparently don't work anymore. Isn't that nice to know? So either they have a hack which stops it, or my main thing that's supposed to benefit me I can no longer use. You think I'd be excited about the effort? No, not at all. Why? Well, just like you witnessed earlier, they'll come get her off. There's nothing I can do about it. The makers of the game, who are survivors, see to that. Lay down all these things here. You put me over. And they'll walk right over on top of it and they'll do nothing. Did they ever wonder what makes this game fun? Now that finally it came down. It takes forever. But finally she came down and that holds her in place so she can't get off by herself anymore. See that guy trying to leave me away. I'm not interested. Finally got someone who was actually affected by this. One guy just killed him. He's left. You know who that is? That'll be the highest ranked person. And they don't take chances, you know why they're high ranked? It's because they're not going to stick with their captain everybody. And you think okay, I'm supposed to have you saw that I hit that one guy at the end, but see, he came right in. There's nothing you can do. Nothing. You know, makers of the game, F you. F you. You make this so freaking worthless. So I got one lousy kill. Ooh. So right, my controller will actually. No one escapes. So everyone suffers from exposed status effect. That's just have increased speed. Did anybody notice I had increased speed? No. Exposed status effect. That means I'm supposed to be able to hit them and they'll pop to the ground. Now I hit that one guy at the end there. Did he go to the ground? No. He did not go to the ground. So, like I say, they tell you things that you get as perks. They don't. They don't work. But once in a while, because they'll just simply, these guys right here, it's the first thing they do. Because they know, oh, you don't get those things. I mean, you might as well say, as a killer, you don't get these. Know why? Because they know these guys go. You just go and kill the totems. Just break the totems. That's all you have to do. And you take all my powers away. And then try to stop 4 people from exiting from possibility of 3 different exits when you have to hit them twice. It's impossible. You know. And of course, when you're not winning that, you can't get that many perks anyway because you don't have the money. Okay, so I should be able to sit still for 2 seconds and people can't see me. Maybe. No escapes. Again, we just went over this. I have never noticed any change in my movement speed. I've never, in fact, I would say at the end of the game, people are outrunning you. Bitter murmur. Good luck understanding that, guys. Like listen to a drunk uncle trying to explain where his old fishing spot that his dad used to take him when he was, 4 years old. What is this now? Bitter murmur. So I've been thinking, looking at some, I have VR with this thing. I thought, maybe I should do is try to find a VR game. I can only play VR for a little bit because otherwise it just makes me nauseated. Maybe that'd be a good thing. I saw some that were where you kind of went to a mystery house and tried to find clues. That might be a little bit more calming. So we got a group here already loaded for bear. 2 boxes, first aid kit, and a flashlight. Let's give them some more. Come on, guys, and make this game. Come on. Why don't you give them like a flamethrower or something that instantly burns me alive or something, or why don't you just make the players there invisible where I can't see anybody? Give them something extra. Now keep adding more for them. They deserve it. Waiting. I wonder if there's other versions of this. You know, I've heard that people say, "Oh, well, they might come out with it and stuff," and I think that would be great. I think that's what keeps people going on this. But um, I'll be honest. I mean, it can't be the competition. Let's put it that way. We're going to have a football game, ladies and gentlemen, and on the one team, we're not going to allow them to wear any helmets, and we're going to tie their shoelaces together, and then we're going to see who wins. It'll be swell. That took off. I'm not sure why. Yeah, we'll keep going. No. No. Oh, well, there's somebody here, so I guess Mr. Whispers is a freaking moron. If we're supposed to be listening to what he says. You're gonna take a chance, why not? That one already done? It's pretty amazing. Yep. Look how fast they are. They just need to run away. I mean, yeah, I figured he'd be long gone. So we screw up an engine, or is that just one of my totems going up in the ground? I mean, I caused so little fear in these people that I think she really just kind of thought, why would I run? I'd simply outrun him. get one hit on me, but he's not going to get two. Thanks for the delay there, Michael. Mr. Myers. She's sitting there waiting for me. They would all they do is they'll have somebody run around like this with flashlights. Just keep me busy. And while the other guys just go do that. I mean, you can't catch them. Can't catch them. Bam, 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 bam. This guy, he's pretty worthless as far as... Yeah. I mean, what is that, really? Why am I swinging like that? Now look how far ahead he is. Oh, right to another pallet, okay. Oh! So when you guys have a hard time finding people who play killers, this is why. This is fun for me that they did all this stuff. I mean, at least speed me up so I can catch the effort. Motherfuck. About time. Oh, here come the flashlights behind me. You see how slow it is.